Hello, everyone. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Rachel.
And this is So I'm Watching A Discovery of Witches, Season 3, Episode 7.
We did it!
The finale! Woo! Okay. I'm satisfied.
Me too.
Are you satisfied?
Yeah, I am. They really pulled it out in the end.
Yeah. These last two episodes have been really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
And again, and I was totally right.
Yes, you were. You really were.
21 minutes and 8 seconds by the time that they rescued Matthew and brought him back to Septor. Mm-hmm. So it was within the first 20-ish minutes. I'm pretty proud of myself.
You should be. That was really good.
So yeah, we basically go to Poland. We make a couple teams. Phoebe and Sarah and Hamish, I think, are staying behind so that they can try to just make sure Benjamin's not moving Matthew at all, which is great. They need that. That's smart. Baldwin came home too.
Yes.
Baldwin came home and he was like, I'll help. Well, I'll do what I can, which was great. So he goes with them. It's like him and Gallowglass and Marcus and Miriam and Diana. Mm-hmm. They all go to Poland to get Matthew. And Diana actually puts up a little barrier because she can tell that Satu's there.
Well, because she put up really gross enchantments. Right when they walked in, it was like Matthew on a slab with his heart out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Gross. So
she goes to find Satu and they don't really fight. Mm-hmm. They talk for a little while and Satu is being semi-reasonable. We can, work together, do this, whatever. And Diana is like, nah.
Yeah, and as she's going, she's just binding her the entire time.
So good. Mm-hmm. So Satu gets bound. I sort of feel like she took her powers. I don't know that she necessarily just bound them.
Well, she says you were spellbound. Yeah, Satu, last name that I can't pronounce or no.
Very Scandinavian.
Yeah. But she said, I leave you without power and craft to the goddess. Yeah. So it's in there, but she will never be able to access
get it again.
Yeah.
So pretty cool. She leaves her sort of huddled in a corner, wondering what happened. And then she goes after Benjamin. And honest to God, it was so easy.
It really was. I mean, if you blinked, you'd miss it.
So easy. As she's walking down the rest of the hallways, she's doing her weaving and the spell of 1, spell of 2, spell of 3. And then she gets to it and it's the fire bow and arrow again. And he comes charging at her and then it's just straight through the heart and he is ash on the ground.
Yep.
It was so immediate. It was, in my opinion, very funny.
It was very satisfying because it's normally we'd have to prepare for the huge battle. Yeah. And it was just nope, we went in and got shit done and got right the fuck out.
Amazing.
Yeah. If only Matthew had done that. But whatever.
It sort of needed to be it needed to be Diana.
Yeah.
It had to be her. So they go back to Septor. Matthew recovers and Baldwin starts being kind of a little drip again where he's like, I can't protect you. And so then he's like, I have another idea. Oh, I think we forgot to mention in the previous episode, or was it this one, when Jabert came back to Septor to talk to Isabeau again?
I think it was this one.
This one. So he comes back and he's like, your entire family is going to be murdered for crimes, but I'm willing to let it slide for you if you'll just defect or come with me or whatever. I think he just wants to fuck her.
He was real close to her face.
So she's like, no, definitely not. And he's like, okay, well, I tried to warn you. And so they basically make a plan that Diana is going to take over the de Clermont seat and call a meeting of the congregation. And man, Jabert.
Every time someone calls a meeting, he immediately starts talking. And they're like, such and such has the floor. And he just keeps on going.
Because whoever calls the meeting has the floor. So she basically does the whole song and dance this. Oh, they discovered the reason.
Oh, yeah.
Why all the powers are diminishing. And it's because of the covenant and the congregation upholding the covenant. All of the species need to mix, and the demons especially need to mix with humans because that's the DNA that makes the power in vampires and witches progress. So the reason that everything is not working is because especially the demons are not allowed to access their full powers and they're being kept away from other humans. And so just like everything.
Yep. You can't keep people away from each other.
You can't do it.
We all need each other.
Yeah. And the entire time Jabert is like, it's an enchantment, it's witchery, it's false, and all this stuff. And they're all like, shut up.
Yeah, because she throws the book of life on the floor, and then he was like, everyone's like, it's empty. And then she's like, I am the book of life.
Yeah,
and then
the like number letters and stuff.
And then a giant tree springs out to like fully illustrate that we're all a part of the same tree.
We're all branches on the same thing. We're all related, blah, blah, blah. And the whole time he will not shut up about it. He's just like, it's wrong, it's false, it's witchcraft. And they're like,
but her crimes.
Yeah, and no one cares. So they basically, he wants to vote on Diana's crimes, and Diana wants to vote on overturning the covenant. And he's like, we have to vote on her crimes before we do anything. And then the one guy, the old guy with glasses, is like, well, if we overturn the covenant, everyone's pardoned. So like, we're obviously voting on that first.
Yeah.
So everyone except Domenico votes to overturn
Jabert.
I didn't write the whole time until then. Domenico votes right both times.
Yes, he does. Yes,
everyone except Jabert votes to overturn the covenant, and then Diana has more to do and say, and she's like, it's been way too long that the vampires have like been in charge of the congregation.
The privileged few.
Yeah, because the rest of them are like, you're immortal.
Yeah.
We literally can't do anything about that. And so you always have the like grasp on everything. And so she nominates Agatha.
Which I love. Even Agatha was like,
oh
my God.
Me.
Yeah.
And then Domenico seconds.
Yes.
Her vote, which is great.
I loved that.
Yeah.
And he
was right there.
Right. Yeah. She didn't even like take a pause, and he was like, I second it.
Me. That's it. That's where we're at. I really ended up liking Domenico in a way that like in season 1, he was really shifty.
Yeah, really smarmy.
Really shifty. And we were not sure about him, but I ended up really liking him. And the guy who portrays him is so hot again.
Smoking.
Yeah. So there's, changes coming around, and Baldwin wore a tie that was way too red.
It was an orange-based red, so it stuck out.
It was like
big time.
That was really funny first when they like were entering the congregation room.
Because he literally went,
yeah, like, bye.
Yeah, he got all up in Jabert's face, like do the key, and then he was like, and just like walked around him. Yeah,
ruh-roh.
And Diana's jacket looked so cool. It was a nice callback to last season with all of the shoulders.
Yeah, we had a nice shoulder moment. It was very Elizabethan. It was very cool. I liked that too. Yeah, I mean, that's basically it. They defeated all their enemies. And she turned around and she looked at Jabert and she was like, your justice is coming.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I mean, we won't see it, but...
Yeah, and then we get to see Domenico sitting in Jabert's seat in his office.
You'll love to see it.
Yeah, looked real nice.
It looked super nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited.
And then we ended everything with a tango.
Kind of weird.
Weird choice.
Yeah.
Like, could we not do a waltz? It's just... This was all very forced. I don't know. Yeah. It was an odd note to end on.
I agree. But before that, we got Phoebe and Marcus were getting engaged. Mm-hmm. We did get some eyes between Chris and Miriam.
Yes.
Which I dug. Yes. You know me. You know what I want.
Gallaglass left again.
But this time it's fine.
Yes, this time it makes sense.
This time it's allowed. Isabel and Baldwin were just like staring at a sword.
It was Philippe's.
Philippe's sword? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then Matthew made a little plaque for Hugh that recognized Fernando as his mate.
Love to see it.
Adorable.
It was so nice.
Very, very nice. And we saw Fernando like touch it and like be very emotional. It was super cute.
I had chills.
I loved that. So yeah, I mean, we were sort of bumming out for most of this season.
Yeah.
But these last 2 episodes for me were very good.
Same. I'm right there with you. I had a crisis of faith, especially around episode 5.
Yeah.
But, they really fucking did it.
They pulled it out.
It didn't necessarily feel rushed either, which I thought was nice.
No, it felt good. But that's, okay, so that's the thing for me is like, we were discussing that it was weird that the final season was the fewest episodes. And at this point, I actually feel like it could have been fewer.
Oh, yeah.
Because we just dipped around for 4+ episodes doing absolutely nothing. The amount of stuff that happened, the stuff that we watched that actually meant something, I honestly think could have been condensed into 4 or 5 episodes.
Yeah, you're right.
And then it would have been less like meandering and less frustrating in
just
the middle.
box steps.
Yeah. So, but I mean, overall, I really liked it. I feel like Diana and Matthew are not raising those kids. They haven't touched them for 3 episodes, so I don't really know what's going on. But
yeah. Well, Sarah like put away her like pendant, and I guess
it was. I think it matched Emily's. Yeah. And then Jack and Matthew had a nice moment where they told each other they loved them, loved each other. Super cute. And Jack was like doing okay, you know. He really likes the babies, which I think is super cute. Yeah. How into the babies he is.
Big brother. I know. That's sweet.
One thing I did forget to mention in the previous episode is that Benjamin just kept calling Matthew father.
Yeah.
And it was super weird. I didn't care for that a lot.
Yeah. We just really had to drive home the fact that he had daddy issues.
We knew. We bet knew. Yeah, but that has been season 3 of A Discovery of Witches. It's been a bumpy but satisfying conclusion. Yeah.
We got there.
We got there.
We did.
And we did it. So yeah, I guess if you want us to, I don't know what the point is now, but if there's like overwhelming support, we will do the first 2 seasons. Yeah. If you're up for it. Otherwise, yeah, this was super fun. I'm glad we captured our reactions to the 3rd season.
Same.
And then, yeah, just be on the lookout. Me and Rachel are doing Outlander. Our episodes drop on Sundays. We've also got all kinds of other stuff happening right now and in the future. And I'm sure Rachel and I will pick some other stuff to cover coming up. So, yeah, that is done. Bye.
Bye.